think muscles are the only way to become a superhuman? Walk a mile in this man's shoes. His name is Oscar Pistorius, also known as the fastest man on no legs. In 2008, Pistorius became the fourth fastest man in South Africa, running the 200 meters in 21.5 seconds. In fact, he almost made the Olympic track team.
If I live my life by the motto, you're not disabled by the disabilities that you have, but able by the abilities. I feel that we've got millions of abilities that allow us to overcome those disabilities, and therefore we're far more able than we'll ever be disabled.
Oscar owes his success to incredible determination and some amazing breakthroughs in prosthetic limb technology. These new discoveries are finally making it possible for thousands of amputees to have an active lifestyle. Today's prosthetics are getting better and better, using new materials and designs to add spring to your step. They help you walk or run by bending on impact and then flexing back into shape. But they don't power you like muscles do. Closing the gap between prosthetic and biological legs is the goal of Hugh Herr. He's director of the Biomechatronics group at MIT's Media Lab.
What we're trying to achieve in this lab is an external prosthesis that demonstrates the same dynamics as the missing body part in the case of amputation. We're actually building parts of people's bodies.
Hugh is especially suited to his profession. He's a double amputee.
When I was 17, I was an avid mountain climber. I was labeled as a child prodigy, and I was in a tragic mountain climbing accident, and I suffered frostbite, and my doctors had to amputate both of my legs below my knee.
Hugh's drive to climb again turned a tragic event into the motivation for his life's work.
I got in the machine shop, and I started grinding and cutting and developed various prostheses that enabled me to stand on rock edges the width of a coin, spike feet to go into ice walls. I was actually able to climb at a more advanced level after my accident with artificial limbs that I had achieved before my accident with regular old biological legs. So I really became interested in design and this notion that technology can extend human capability.
Hugh's lab is the world leader in prosthetic leg research. He and his team of MIT whiz kids have cracked the problem that for years has kept prosthetics one step behind biological legs, giving them the same power, stability, and flexibility as a real leg.
Right here you see a simulation of the human body. It simulates and models the dynamics of the muscles and tendons in your legs, including the spinal reflexes. So the interesting thing here is that, as you can see, the ground is changing as there are little steps here. And this model, the simulation, instead of stumbling and falling over, it actually can adapt as the terrain changes in real time without us having to tell it what to do.
Walking over changing terrain is easy for most of us because we use muscle power to cope with bumps, hills, or obstacles. Springs and cables in today's prosthetics provide the flexibility of tendons. But now Herr has developed a motorized foot that provides muscle power as well. Hugh's powered foot is still in the prototype phase, but he's already wearing it and loving it.
This is the world's first powered foot-ankle robot that's shaped like the human leg. It's as powerful as the human leg. It has 2 computers that allow it to adapt across different terrains. It allows me to walk at very low human-like energies. I can walk as fast as people with intact limbs. And I can do something that people with intact limbs can't do. With my cell phone, I can program my body. So just with a flick of a finger, I can change how stiff it is, how much power it gives me. Then I can go back to talk to my friends.
That's one small step for man,
one giant leap in prosthetic technology. Hugh's smart foot adjusts itself to wherever he's walking, tilting up when he climbs stairs, pointing the toe down when he descends. Overall, it works the same way as a biological foot. And pretty soon, Hugh tells me, it's going to work better.
we believe it possible in the next few years that amputees will be able to walk with even lower energy than is possible with a person that has intact limbs. Why? Because the robot has its own power supplies, has its own energy.